being back here in the program and experience the joy and the excitement and the knowledge of it has been phenomenal. But I am here to hear the speakers and capitalize on all of that knowledge and wealth that they give to this program.
I was very excited when I saw the schedule of panels and discussions and educational sessions for this year.
I love the networking, the educational opportunities, tons of sessions. I'm really excited for it.
I'm super excited. I haven't been here before, and there's so many different vendors out here and so many different people at different companies.
It was phenomenal, especially at the NAA program over there where they had some booths set up for just educational purposes, and I was just ecstatic about it. I just loved it.
Welcome to the first official day of Apartmentalize. I'm Ed Highland, and I'll be your host all week on NAA TV to share with you everything from the NAA Exposition to the Excellence Awards, receptions and parties, the Maintenance Mania National Championship, A-list keynote speakers, and of course, NAA's first-class education sessions. I'm joined now by the man who is in charge of this week's Outstanding Education Program, Clark Ebert. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good, good. Tell us a little bit about the theme, if you will. Is there an overarching theme for this week?
There is an overarching theme. It is great connections, bright ideas, and there in the education program, there are some sub-themes that people should be on the lookout for. People are really struggling with staffing, so there are quite a few sessions focused on how to both attract and retain talent. And then mental health also is something that has been really prescient among our entire industry. There's a sub-theme there. I would also say that diversity and inclusion is also very important and prominent in the program this year.
This is my ninth year to Apartmentalize, and one of the fun sessions that's always there, there's many of them too, game changers.
Yeah, so we have a couple of really great game changers lined up, and I would like to point out that in the past they have run concurrently with breakout sessions, and this year they are not. They're freestanding and there's nothing competing against them, so we think we're going to give more access to more people with the game changers. Tomorrow in the morning we have Anthony Trucks, who is an NFL athlete formerly, as well as an American Ninja Warrior. I love that show. And he's a really interesting guy who has worked through a lot of diversity in his life, and his message is about making shift and change happen in your life. It's a great message for both personal and professional development. And then on Friday morning we have Ashton Applewhite, who is a writer, an activist, and thought leader. Ashton really focuses on ageism and how we have this idea about people becoming less valuable as they become more mature. And she really dispels those and helps people understand the value of all ages of people in the workforce.
And the last thing is just keeping it all straight. You alluded to it, the app.
Yeah, so the app is really important if you want to have any kind of strategy for making the most of your experience here at Apartmentalize. You want to search Apartmentalize 2022. It's a new vendor this year, so if you have an old version, get rid of it and start fresh. It allows you to search the program by keyword and by track, and it's really going to help you make informed decisions about where you land during the breakout sessions.
Thanks for taking the time to help us learn a little more about how to apartmentalize.
Thank you so much, Ed. It's always great to speak with you.
All right, Clark, check with you later.
Okay.
And we'd like to give a big welcome to Bill Rancic, who is our Master of Ceremonies for the general session. Bill, thanks so much for coming by. You're still got a little sweat on your brow from practicing here.
Yeah, I apologize. I just came from rehearsal, and I got to tell you, I'm really excited about the next 3 days. We have over 11,000 attendees at the event. It's going to be electric in this room in a couple hours. We have Magic Johnson today, Danica Patrick tomorrow, entrepreneurs in their own right. They've done amazing things. They've all been very philanthropic in their endeavors as well. So I'm excited to dig in with them, and I think we're going to have a lot of great takeaway from these three speakers.
Now, with your background, you can really relate to these folks. What do you expect them to really convey to the audience in terms of how to move forward, how to be motivated?
Well, I think my goal as the one interviewing them is to really help them provide the audience with takeaway, right? When you go to a conference like this, you want to be able to take what you've learned and implement it when you get back to your office, next week or whenever that may be. And I think that is my objective as the MC and as the interviewer of these great people that we're having on today.
And different fields. I mean, obviously, we have the sports world, we have the Hollywood connection, we have the TV connection. This is something that really 11,000 people can get behind and take home to help really apartmentalize, as they say.
Well, I think one thing they all have in common, and I think it's something they have in common with the attendees, is they've all had to be agile. They've all had to adjust and pivot and change, and that's no different than what we're doing in the apartment industry, right? I mean, you have to have your head on a swivel and magic transition from an NBA superstar to an amazing entrepreneur. Danica Patrick, the same thing. I mean, she's transitioned. She's been able to adapt and react. And I think that's ultimately the key to success for any entrepreneur, right? You can't get in a comfort zone. You can't just rest on your laurels, right? You have to adjust, react, adapt, or you become extinct.
We shall not keep folks in suspense any longer. A person we look up to literally and figuratively is getting ready to take the stage, Earvin Magic Johnson. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Nobody wanted to invest in a 6'9" basketball player. Everybody thinks that there's no money to be made in the inner cities of America. So I said I would truly over-deliver to you if you give me the $50 million. I bought a shopping center in Los Angeles that was 40% occupied. I raised that to 100% occupied, took the $26 million profit up to Sacramento and CalPERS, and then they said, oh, I guess you do know business and there's money to be made in the inner cities. And that's what changed my life, gave me a track record of success. But it took that track record of success to prove people wrong.
Just a guy with that much knowledge and his kind of tenacity for success. I think those takeaways were pretty huge for everyone involved.
It's amazing to see those people in the world that actually relate to your industry in some way that you would have never known had you come here. He gave some great advice about just kind of pursuing your dreams and not giving up on them.
We are at the San Diego Convention Center, where in just minutes, competitors from across the country will gather. It's an event you don't...
You're traveling to another part of the convention. A convention of sight. A convention of sound. A convention of time. They unlock your door with the key from the maintenance workstation to send you to a wondrous land of sleep whose boundaries are that only of a chirping smoke detector and a leaky faucet. These mavens of maintenance have mastered the science of repair and competitions across a land of both backflow and conductance of key rings and AC. Now they have entered the zone we call Maintenance Mania.
After 3 long years, Maintenance Mania is back. Now in its 15th year, 19 finalists will compete in the Maintenance Mania National Championship. 7 challenges, ranging from smoke detector replacement to faucet install, rekey a lock, and more, attempting to repair, replace, and construct in the fastest possible times, and competing for over $20,000 in prizes.
For this is a battle of the ages. This is a battle of the Titans, the early gods who come to Earth only once, in only one location, and that is here in San Diego, for only one purpose, and that is Maintenance Mania 2022.
You got 3 different fatheads here. What's going on?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We are from Rangewater Real Estate. We are the only team here with 3 competitors today. We've got some serious vet, an awesome rookie, and we came to win.
We've been doing Maintenance Mania for years. We have one guy, Greg, who works at Westover. This is his 7th time doing Maintenance Mania.
For a quick set, we always market saying that you can rekey a lock in 30 seconds, and the person that I think just won the game rekeyed it in 9.2 seconds. So from an average of 30 seconds to 9.2 seconds, these maintenance men are pretty spectacular.
With the lowest time of 1 minute, 9 seconds, .28, from the Greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky Apartment Association, Jacob Paff.
I know, long time coming, worked hard. Tell us about getting to this moment.
Well, this is my fourth national champion, first national championship winner. I haven't even placed before. This just goes to show that consistency over first place will get you there.
Congratulations again to Jacob Paff. We'll see him again for Thursday's session with Danica Patrick, and then the NAA Exposition will be officially open. Until then, thanks for joining us.